Now we have our last speaker here, Barry Van Zyl from South Africa, who will be telling us, and I also think playing a few rhythms from Africa, telling us about them. And Barry, you are a professional musician. You are a percussionist, a drummer, and you really have studied this for a long time. So please tell us about the rhythms of Africa.
Thanks, Lena, and thanks for having me and inviting me. And yeah, my name's Barry Van Zyl. It's such a pleasure to be part of such a meaningful event. I was, as you mentioned up front, I was raised in Southern Africa, and I've spent a large part of my life in the music business as an internationally recognized drummer. My earliest memories are being fascinated by music, any kind of music. And especially as a toddler, the shiny drum sets that I saw people using. And later, as a 12-year-old, I realized that I could make really good pocket money, and I could play at parties and make really good pocket money and get the attention of girls without being the star of the soccer team. So of course I was hooked for life. The journey became more serious, or maybe not, but on this journey, I've made sense of rhythm at a visceral level. A great mentor, teacher, and now friend from Puerto Rico, Efrain Toro, opened my eyes to, let's say, the rhythm of nature, and that musical rhythm is just one point of view. It's one tiny slice looking through the window, a much bigger window, when understanding a much bigger universal order of things. I've always known intuitively that different musical styles from completely unconnected cultures are actually connected by being part of a much bigger order. Richard Feynman describes the same phenomenon through the lens of physics as a glorious mess. David Bohm describes it as the intricate or implicit order, and so on. So musical rhythms, the rhythms of a city, the cycles of the oceans, the patterns in snow, the cyclical trends of equity markets, the pulse of a newborn baby. All of these things are examples of a big universal rhythmic order. And this is what I was tapping into. Now, normally at this point, I'd play an interactive rhythm with everybody on the call, but it's not possible yet in a Zoom room because of the audio limitations. So to mock it up for you and to give you a taste of what this rhythm interaction would be, I recorded a short video earlier today.
Okay, let's have some fun. I'm going to mock this up as if we're face-to-face in a room. So everybody on the call is facing me. I'm going to divide you into two teams, Team A and Team B. Team B, count out loud so you can hear your own voice and clap along like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Easy, right? Now the other team, Team A. I want you to count out loud while they're going and clap along like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right? So now all together, Team B are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Team A, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. How easy was that?
So I mocked it up, and normally I would split the room into two, and in a very short space of time, in fact, that space of time, we'd all be playing this glorious mess, this glorious polyrhythm. So I've played this game with audiences in Lagos, in Munich, in London, in Johannesburg, in Copenhagen, all over. And when it's gamified and not over-explained, everybody can do this all over the world, irrespective of culture and all the other permutations. In fact, this is a very complex polyrhythm that music students study for years and often can't do. It's a pattern of 2 and a pattern of 3 at the same time in the same space, which creates a tension. And at first it sounds like a mess. This is also encoded in our DNA, which is a much longer and larger conversation than what we have time for today. While this 2 against 3 pulse belongs to all of us, the ethnomusicology origins are from West Africa. And this rhythm provides a scaffolding for all modern music. If I paint some context, during a very brutal slave trade in the 1600s, this rhythm was scattered throughout the world and triggered huge creativity and musical innovation. It sounded messy and chaotic and dangerous compared to the norm of the day. And this is what gave early blues and rock and roll and jazz such an exotic swagger and sexiness. Cultural accents and flavors in different areas of the world made something new with this rhythm. However, the core pulse remains unchanged, and we're all connected to it, which shines a light, I would suggest, on our understanding of innovation. I'd say that innovation is not reinventing the wheel or starting with a completely blank canvas. Rather, innovation is repackaging what's already there in highly creative ways. I'll say that again. Innovation is repackaging what's already there in highly creative ways. So to illustrate this, I'll end with another video, which has some fun with this view of innovation and also the 2 against 3 pulse that was highlighted and amplified by African culture and that changed the course of musical history and exists in our Spotify playlist today.
Okay, let's have some more fun. I'm going to show you how the 3-2 rhythm we played at the beginning, which is the scaffolding underpinning our contemporary music catalog, can be changed and nuanced according to regional styles and flavors. And this concept that the creative and innovative process here is repackaging, reassembling what's already there in very creative ways. So what's already there is this 3 against 2 polyrhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, which we played at the beginning. If we add some nuances and accents according to region, we can create Afro pop from Lagos. Add some other stuff. Kwaito from Johannesburg. Rhyme music from Tunisia. Indie rock from Seattle. The 12-bar blues. Johnny Hooker. Woke up one morning. West African folk music sung in English. I couldn't talk over that, but that would be typical of the great King Sunny Ade and the juju music he pioneered in Nigeria. Add some chest beating bravado, we get rumba from Cuba. very much.
Thanks, everybody. And hopefully that made sense. Please reach out to me if you'd like to know more about the work I'm doing with Henley Business School on the rhythm of personal and team development. And interestingly, I title this domain of work resonance, which I noticed somebody mentioning right at the start of when I joined. But resonance is the title, the overarching banner for everything I'm doing. So enjoy the rest of the festival. Thanks for having me, and bye-bye.